Hey everybody, it's Craw and welcome for the first time to the world of Lordran. In our very first Dark Souls challenge video, we will be taking on the first game in the trilogy using daggers only. Not the toughest challenge in the game for sure, but with the lack of range and the reliance on parries or bleed for high damage, it can cause major issues in running through the late game. So let's get straight into it. But first, if you aren't subscribed but want to see more content like this in all of the Soulsborne games, as well as others like Terraria, make sure to hit the button down below and share this video around. Alright, first thing we do is create our leading lady dagger dunk. We pick the Thief class, allowing us to start with one of the best daggers in the game, as well as the Master Key. So for our gift, I just grab the tiny beans rings and we move on swiftly. Awakening in our cell, I grab the key and immediately head for the first boss, but we don't have a dagger yet, so we have to run straight through and grab the bandit's knife before peering once more above the Asylum Demon's head, hitting him with a nasty plunge attack before we ride his ass until it bleeds, and finish him off with a quick slice to the tail. With the first boss defeated, we move onward to Firelink Shrine, putting all of our souls into decks and running through the nearby passageways before little Drake comes to say hi, but we've got business to attend to, popping the next bonfire and moving through the next fog gate. With a little bit of baiting on the bridge, the Taurus Demon drops down from his tower, letting us climb back and hit him with a plunging attack right away. Unfortunately, he traps us here, killing us rather quickly. Can't believe I died to this man. The second attempt goes much better as we plunge him again and this time break free from his legs before slowly bleeding the big pushover all the way to his death. With the second boss down, we move forward. Oh god! We move forward, putting even more souls in the decks and meeting up with everyone's favorite smithing Giga Chat Andre before I foolishly try to take on this Titanite demon. Realizing my mistake, I run away scared all the way into another big threat, Havel the Rock. I want that man's ring, so I stay around a little while until he rudely hits us with the Kerchunk and sends us running back to deal with the hordes of undead. After escaping the zombie horde, we pass through the fog gate on the roof, running into our next boss, the Bell Gargoyles. A fight that can be incredibly easy or incredibly difficult depending on your setup, and for us it's looking to be closer to the former as we deal very little damage. I realize that I'm not going to be able to deal with one of the gargoyles before the second one's able to spawn, ending in another quick death. I die while impatiently trying to run back. Attempt 2 goes similarly, except we get a nice chunk of bleed on the gargoyle as the second spawns, but that won't matter as I fumble my way straight into his axe, leading us to a yet another death. I run back for the next attempt and... fuck this game. Alright, with the gargoyles defeated, I pull the lever for the first bell, up some more stats, and die to this Titanite demon again! Oh yeah, we're gaming. To make up for my lack of skill, Andre upgrades our bandit's knife to +5, and we go back to Firelink Shrine where I find this golden bastard waiting. Not a chance, golden man. Not a chance. Next, I head down to the New Londo ruins, nice and early for a quick upgrade. That is, if I can get past these ghosts, goddammit. Anyway, once we finally make it past these fine ladies, we grab the parrying dagger, a dagger that just so happens to have one of the biggest parry windows in the game. With some confidence brewing in myself, I head back to the rock and blast him with paper cuts, Since Havel is the hardest boss in the game, I head straight for the Capra Demon, taking out the dogs while easily dodging his attacks, and we finish him on the first try. Fuck you, Havel. Next, I head down into the depths, moving through the sewers and straight to the bonfire. I don't want to stay here for long, so I traverse my way through, taking out the mage at the top and moving through the fog gate to fight the... Oh, he's kind of cute. Oh god, he's not cute at all. No. Bad gaping dragon. Bad. Give me your soul and think about what you did. With the big puppy taken care of, we move into everybody's favorite town. The security is a little rude, but I'll tell you, the dogs in this neighborhood are scarier than anything else. I don't know what they're feeding those, but they might need to tone down on the seasoning. We make our way to the bottom of Blight Town and rest at the bonfire before trudging our way through Lordran's plumbing and into the domain of, oh god, what the hell is that? Oh no. With Quelaag's attempt to seduce us having failed, we run forward, slashing away at her with our dagger before I get stuck in her legs and she explodes. Awesome. I go ahead and pop all of my souls to max out my decks before running straight into the fight once more, being extra careful not to get stuck in her legs this time as we hack away at her, and with one last blast of lava, we run forward and finish off the fight with the old Chaos Witch Quelaag. We pull the lever and ring the second bell before I take out old Sackback. His children may have killed me after, but the real joke's on them because I killed their mom. Fuck you, worms. Next up, we go say hi to everyone's favorite brother, Ceaseless Discharge, stealing his sister's clothes, and let's just say he did not take very kindly to that at all. Let's just say I'm probably not going to be invited to the next family gathering. Well, that's okay because neither will old Ceaseless as we hack away at his arms, leaving him to fall to his death below. I get my drip ready before taking out this big worm, taking a small break and getting thrown off the map by a different big worm. I head back into Blight Town and start climbing back up, unlocking a shortcut to the Firelink Shrine and heading over to Sin's fortress. I run straight in and immediately die to those snake bastards, and then again, and again, and again, and oh, I fell. Very cool. Oh, look, again! I make my way to the boulder machine, pushing it to the opposite way so I can progress and make it all the way through the... And now, an accurate recreation of my lost footage. Please enjoy. With Anne Orlando almost finished up, we head over to the painted world of Ariamis, quickly dealing with the undead dragon and breaking the laws of physics so we can skip this shithole of an area. I slash into Priscilla, hoping to get her dagger, but I do end up dying here. In the next attempt, I stop caring about the dagger and just go ham on everyone's favorite waifu, ignoring the dagger and jumping off the cliff as punishment. Oh right, Gwyndolin exists.
Heretic.
Okay, I think it's a little rude you'd call me a heretic. Oh god! Please stop, this fight's supposed to be easy! Haha, yeah, how do you like it? Heretic? Bitch? Next we move over to the Duke's archive, dealing with the big metal piggies and putting some much needed love into my Estus flask. Oh god, this dude's ugly as fuck, I forgot. I'm sorry. Anyway, this Centipede Demon shouldn't be too hard, but it turns out the lava is actually the second hardest boss in the game, so I die a couple more times to it before finally taking out the Centipede Demon. Moving through Lost Isolith, the land of bad game design, I define the bonfire, take out my evil twin, and slide down to confront the bed of chaos. One side die, two side jump, three side win. That's it. That's the whole boss. I remember that some of these small bosses exist and quickly need to go take them out, finishing off the Moonlight Butterfly very quick thanks to its low HP. And we move on to the goodest puppy of all time, and I know none of us want to see this, so let's just get to the end already. I'm so sorry, Sif, you did not deserve this. Next, we go grab the key to the seal, immediately opening it up and draining the ruins. Moving down, we make sure to grab the very large ember and go to Andre so we can upgrade our dagger even further. I make a quick detour to Skeleton Central, taking out patches early. I'm not dealing with any of your bullshit patches, not today. We dodge and weave the speed racers down here, and we move through the fog to start one of the toughest encounters yet. Oh, he's dead. Okay, with that dude dealt with, we move into the Tomb of Giants, and oh god, where am I? I can't see anything. Oh god, what is that? Oh, a bonfire. Oh god, where is anything? Oh no, stop, please, leave me alone, I can't see, where? Oh, another bonfire. With that done, we move on to one of the most annoying fights yet, Gravelord Nito. Starting off strong with this one, we don't do nearly enough damage to keep the skeletons in check, and we need to be 5 inches from Nito to even hit him. But then I had an idea. I head back to Andre, and I take my parrying dagger to the next level, getting it to +5 and then transforming it into a divine weapon that will leave Nito's skeleton army down and out for the entire fight. Taking out his skeletons, this is the exact thing we needed to make progress in this fight. With just Nito to focus on, all we have to do is slash him up while dodging his explosions, giving us the victory soon after. With our second Lord Soul obtained, we move on for the third. Heading back to the archives, I scramble my way through and climb up the elevator to face Seath The Scaleless. Hey, wait, hey, what is that? What do you do? Oh great, I'm in prison again. I quickly escape my cell and run past these bloodborne enemies so I can pull this lever, which does something. But we climb this super long ladder and go through the big door back into the archives. I avoid everything and run straight for the bonfire, immediately pushing through the second worst area in the game. I love invisible walkways. We move past the clam squad into the true arena of Seath The Scaleless. This fight's not too hard, we just pop his immortality crystal and hide away in his underarm, slashing away at the glorified hairless cat, making sure to dodge his AoE and running back in to finish off Scale the Seathless. Wait a second. With the third Lord Soul obtained, we're close to the finish line, but first I have to go deal with the Super Soaker over here. I can easily deal with all of the Hydra's heads up until the last one, which as far as I can tell, is not possible to hit with daggers normally, but I can take a page out of the Backlogs book and use this rock formation on the right to perfectly time an attack on the head so we can take out the Hydra. Back in the archives, we go and take out Big Blue Boy over here, giving us the broken pendant, but before we go to mingle with Manus, we have to drop into a different abyss, starting the fight with the Four Kings. I was actually worried about this fight at first, knowing how little damage we could put out normally, but we do actually manage to put the pressure on the Four Kings, getting them incredibly low before I sadly get overcome with attacks, failing this very, very close attempt. But on the second attempt, I put even more pressure on them, not letting up for even a second, which leads us to outpacing their spawns and grabbing the final Lord Soul. But we do have to go from one abyss straight to another, as Manus pulls us into the past. I've only done this DLC once or twice in my time playing Dark Souls 1, so this is a little unfamiliar to me. The Sanctuary Guardian seems easy at first, but once you start getting close like we have to, you really need to know that pattern or you end up dead like this first attempt did. The second time, I just pushed forward constantly, slashing into him any chance I could get, and luckily we did incredibly well taking him out. We speed through this next area, unlocking the shortcut before entering the fog for the most anticipated fight of the playthrough. Artorias, the Abyss Walker. This fight is incredibly tough. It is just a game of immense patience, and if you make just one too many misplays, it can be over faster than you can even react. But I'm built different. I haven't done this fight in over 2 years at least. I immediately focus on his pattern, learning what attacks can be punished and what can't, and as I slowly slash away at him, I take some terrible hits, leaving us with very little Estus as Artorias' health is almost full. I pull myself together, making sure to focus up. We get him down to half HP, but I only have 1 flask left. I need to do this. I'm tuned into my screen like I've never been before, not even looking at myself, only on Artorias. I slash away at him, dodging his attacks with ease. He's at a 3rd HP, and I take a risk using my last Estus just to get to full HP. I keep waiting for the right attacks and I get him incredibly low. Stabbing at the perfect times, Artorias dashes, he's 1 hit away. He dashes again, but my dagger misses. 2 jumps means no hit, so I have to be incredibly careful as he slashes towards me with non-punishable attacks. He finally lets out a yell and dashes once more, landing right onto my dagger. Artorias has been defeated on the first try. With the night gone, I give away his soul to obtain a new dagger, but I also want that drip, baby. May you rest with Artorias. I get the Dark Silver Tracer to +5 and move forward into the old town, making sure to go up and take out this mimic for the crest key and heading towards the darkness as Manus grabs and pulls us down to the abyss below. This first attempt does not go very well. After this, we do go talk to Go before sliding down to the watery arena of Black Dragon Kalameet. This fight is genuinely one of the toughest in the game for me, with my first attempt going very poorly and the second making me realize how little damage we do to this boss. I realize it's gonna be a long one, and he dashes into me, ending the second attempt, and the third goes just as poorly. The next attempt, I stop playing so patient, this boss doesn't deserve it. I rush towards him at any opportunity I can get, baiting out bad attacks and wailing on him as he breathes his fire, eventually leading us to a decisive victory. 2 bosses left, we head back to Manus, and the second attempt at the boss goes just as poorly as the first. It's hard to see, and I don't know his pattern at all, but I quickly learn that he has one of the most punishable movesets in the game, and as long as I can dodge his slams, we can easily get 3 to 4 attacks in. But once he starts casting magic, I realize I can only reliably dodge one of the attacks, but he consistently hits us with the others, leaving us incredibly low and lucky as I heal up. Out of Estus, he lunges forward and we slash away. All I need is 1 more set of attacks, but I get hit with a nasty slam. Luckily, he does as I ask, and we do end up finishing off Manus and the DLC. Only 1 boss left to defeat, we put the Lord Souls in the Lord Vessel and head towards the kiln of the first flame. As Gwyn jumps towards me, I parry his attack, dealing a large chunk of damage, but unfortunately a bad mistiming would leave us vulnerable and dead. But this time, Gwyn didn't stand a chance. As the Lord of Cinder falls, we put our hands over the bonfire and rekindle the first flame, putting an end to Dark Souls Daggers only. Thank you guys so much for watching this playthrough. It was super fun. I'm a massive Soulsborne fan and would love to continue these challenges into the entire trilogy and even Elden Ring, and with enough support I may even be able to do Bloodborne in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed. The next big video is going to be Terraria Legendary Mode, so be on the lookout for that. Love you guys, bye.